Raging fire formation! Let's go, everyone!
Now! We strike as one!
Got it! Show us how strong you've become.
Fire.
We all pledged to meet up again in these turbulent times. And find an answer together.
Try to keep up!
This is kind of fun.
Alright, let's go!
こちら尾藤あさる。もうじきサーバールームに着くぞ。
Deceiving the prince, huh? Not bad at all. The whining of a sore loser. It's music to my ears.
You demons are evil, dude!
We challenge you to a game of baseball, dude!
かでこれで
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall were... If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those words.
Let's get this party started. The players will have to overcome many trials. I'll challenge them to fight at their very best. It'll be one for the history books. New game start. RPG Maker MV.
On this chance. Raging fire formation! Let's go, everyone!
Now! We strike as one!
Got it! Show us how strong you've become.
Fire.
We all pledged to meet up again in these turbulent times and find an answer together.
Try to keep up!
Welcome everyone to our first NISA news stream. Wrong hand. So I did want to start probably with introductions. You know us from the other streams. I'm Laura. This is Sahil. We are going to have some guests on a little later, which is going to be Eric and Moe from Trails of Cold Steel 3. But to start this off, like, what is NISA news? We were kind of thinking we wanted to have an area where we could have just general questions be answered. And kind of in a monthly style stream, we can go over announcements, kind of what's to expect, what do you guys expect from it, things we can announce from, we can't announce, but anyways, it's probably going to be about a monthly stream, hopefully, if this goes well.
Yeah.
We don't really have too many announcements to go over because there haven't been any. However, we did want to offer you guys still something and kind of do a trial run of this stream, so that's why we're having our Talks 3 focused Q&A later, and then we're going to show off some Nintendo Switch gameplay because we haven't actually streamed that yet. I'm just kind of surprised that we were doing that since originally we were going to plan it for a later day in January, which we are still doing. But to go over what's going to happen in the stream, after intros, we're going to go over our release schedule. We never really actually have a release schedule. Where are you going?
My
Keep going. Don't worry about me.
We're going to go over a release schedule
My chair got
for all
caught
the
up.
currently announced stuff and stuff that has current announced releases. Then we're going to go over a stream schedule for January. That's pretty red on my face. Our January stream schedule, some exciting stuff coming up. We're going to move into our limited edition showcase. Right after that, we are going to run the giveaway. And the giveaway is super cool. I believe it's running right now. Just do ! Gimme in the chat. For our giveaway, we are giving away some Trails of Cold Steel stuff. 2 winners are going to be picked. Each one is going to win 1 Trails of Cold Steel poster, 1 Mishi plush, 1 Class 7 medal, and 1 Reen pin. So 4 things per person, 2 winners. We'll roll that around, hopefully 5:30. I'm so confused because we're starting at a different time. Around 6 o'clock.
Time has convoluted us.
We'll go to a quick break after that so we can get Eric and Moe on. And then it's pretty. I didn't realize it was going to be right in front of my face.
There's Prinny's in Laura's face. Oh, gosh.
Right when they're all set up, we're going to switch over to Trails of Cold Steel 3 on Nintendo Switch, and we'll start answering questions.
Thank you for all the follows, by the
way.
way.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll start answering questions both from Twitch and the ones that we've been gathering. I'm sorry if your question doesn't get answered. However, always feel free to head over to our Discord where we can always answer more questions from you guys. Anyways,
I really like you today.
I know, right? Anyway,
oh my gosh, so many followers.
First, let's go into our release schedule.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much. This won't hopefully cover my face.
Yeah.
So this is our release schedule. So we're gonna kind of go month by month, sometimes 2 months by 2 months. Basically, some things coming up. The Alliance Alive HD Remastered for Steam is coming out this week. It's January 16th on Thursday. And also this month, we're gonna have Psycho Shooting Stars Alpha releasing on the 21st. Followed by Psycho Shooting Stars Bravo released on 18th. Both of those for Nintendo Switch. And let's take a look at, sorry, there we go. Next in March, we do have 2 things coming out in March, 2 big things coming out in March actually. We have Langrisser 1 and 2 coming out on March 10th. That's Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Steam. And then following that, like a week later, it's La Mulana 1 and 2. Nintendo
I'm so
Switch.
excited.
I know, you love that game. It's on Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. And then quickly after that, we have a lot of stuff coming out in those 2 months. Disaster Report 4 Summer Memories. That is April 7th. We recently announced that release date. It's going to be on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Steam. Now we're moving on to stuff that doesn't have a release date. I do not have any information on release dates at this time. I'm sorry, guys. We don't have anything to announce right now. Just letting you guys know that Legend of Heroes Cold Steel 3, Trails of Cold Steel 3, is currently available on PlayStation 4. However, the Nintendo Switch one is still coming in 2020, spring 2020 to be specific. And then we have Uruware Mono Prelude to the Fallen. That's a fun word to say.
Yeah.
That is our only PlayStation Vita game currently coming out right now, and it's also going to be available on PlayStation 4. And that is still for 2020. RPG Maker MV. Sorry, guys, we're still TBD on that. When we have an announcement, we'll probably announce it on social media first. That's still going to be available for Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. Moving on, I wanted to go over our stream schedule really quickly. So these are all the streams we have coming for January. As you can see, we hosted GDQ all week. We were a sponsor for them with La Mulana. It was really cool. I love speedruns. I hope you guys were able to check it out. Previously did some La Mulana streams and previously a Langrisser stream. In this week, you can see we're on the NISA News Star, and then we have the Alliance Alive coming up on the 16th for the launch, plus a little bit of Psycho Shooting Stars Alpha to get that in there. Plus, we have the PAX South stream on Friday. That's called, I believe, Publishing from Console to PC.
Yeah.
It's going to be about the hardships of, maybe from a publisher standpoint, how porting goes. We're going to have announcements. We're going to have a special guest. There's going to be giveaways, I believe, if you're at the event. So be sure to check it out if you're going to be in Texas, especially for PAX South, or catch it on the PAX Twitch channel. We'll be hosting it here, but something new to announce, we are going to actually do a secret stream. We just added that right after the PAX South panel. It's going to start about 1:35 Pacific time because the PAX panel ends about 1:30 Pacific time. We're not going to tell you what that stream is.
Ooh,
you'll have to
secrets.
join in. I believe you and Daniel probably will be on for that one.
Ooh.
It'll probably only be an hour. I will not tell you what that is. It's going to be exciting. You guys should check it out. Furthermore, if we're going to keep going, we do have Psycho announcing, or not announcing, it's coming out. We already announced that. Psycho's coming out on the 21st. In addition to that, we're going to do the Trails of Cold Steel 3 Nintendo Switch unboxing. We never got to do an unboxing before with the PS4 version, so I think it'd be super cool to finally be able to do that. And then we're going to dedicate a whole hour and a half on the 23rd to Trails of Cold Steel 3 Nintendo Switch. No guests on that one, unfortunately. They're just going to be on this stream right now. But hopefully it'll be a good time, and you guys get to see a little bit more of it on the Nintendo Switch. Lastly, the last week of January, we're doing some secret streams again. We won't tell you what those are. We were asked once if that was related to PAX South. Unfortunately, that's secret, so
yeah,
you guys have to
we're keeping secrets.
Keep an eye on it. We will announce when those streams are revealed, what they are.
Time will only tell.
Yes, only time will tell. So hopefully, I'm just throw us back to chat real quick. Hopefully you guys can get excited for that. We're going to have some cool stuff coming up. Don't forget the PAX South panel. It's going to be really good. I swear.
Yeah, everyone go watch that, please. We beg of you.
So I know there's a lot of chat going by. I'm kind of speeding through some things, and I want to make sure we get to 6 o'clock where we can do the giveaway.
Yeah, you're firing off like a machine gun.
I know. I don't want to cut into the Q&A time. I really want to get like the maximum amount of questions going. But let's go to the limited editions. We're going to switch over to our LE Showcase thing. We got a new overlay. I don't know if you've seen it.
You got so many new things here that I've
seen.
I
had to do so many things for this.
You, Daniel, and Trevor were like working on so much.
I know. So first off, we actually have the full unboxing of Psycho Shooting Stars Alpha because we just got those in. They're super cool. So let's go through them.
This is the first time I'm seeing it too. So.
I know. I was going through it earlier. It's really cool stuff. Yeah. So first off, we have this the case. You can see it here. Sorry, you can see my laptop in there too. I was trying to move that out of the way. What's really cool is that inside of it, which I'll open this really quick, you got a lot of cool stuff. You got the cartridge. You've got these really cool inside art. I always love the inside arts that our design do. And inside is actually your art schematics. So the art schematics have really cool like breakdowns of like all the ships that are in here. If I can get that a little closer for you guys. It's really neat stuff, and it's all in Japanese, so it's authentic.
Is it? That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's really nice stuff in these art schematics, and I really love looking through this stuff. So that's the first thing we have in the limited edition. Here, I'll let you hold that so you can check it out.
Is it mine now?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Next, we have the art cards, and the art cards are from the different games. So for Psycho Shooting Stars Alpha, I believe we have the Striker series, which is Strikers 1945. Can't quite get them all in there, but I'll try. Strikers 1945, the first one, the second one, and the third one, and then we have Soul Divide, and I believe, what was the last one?
Dragon Blaze.
Dragon Blaze. All right, and I really love, I think that's the Dragon Blaze art. It's super cool. I mean, the Soul Divide art is really cool too, but you get like these 6 prints with it too. So definitely something to look forward to. Just as a heads up also, our Psycho Shooting Stars Alpha are sold out on our NISA online store. I'm just gonna let that drop. However, you can also find it on Amazon and I believe Best Buy for Alpha specifically, not Bravo. Bravo I think is only on Alpha. Next up we have the Alpha Code Blue original official soundtrack. I'll let you guys see first the front, then we've got the back. It's got a lot of songs on it. It's 3 discs.
That's a lot of music.
But if you look inside, each disc has really nice art on it of specifically the Strikers game on this one. And then we've got, oh yeah, there's both of them right there. Really, really cool stuff, guys. And last but not least, the box that holds it all. The box is super cool because, one, it's got really nice art on both sides for both the games. But actually, part of my favorite thing of this box is that underneath it, I really love the simplistic style. It's got a nice spot gloss on it. Plus, it's got a nice view of all the games on the back.
That's so cool.
I know, right? And then we have a little bit of Psycho Bravo. There we go.
Oh, thank you.
We don't have all the components in, but we do have a few of them. So for Psycho Shooting Stars Bravo, we have the schematics again, and then we also have, they actually have color schematics.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know that.
I think because Psycho Shooting Stars Bravo has less military-esque games in it, so it's a lot more like character-based. Right? It's super nice, very colorful, kind of a different than the old school kind of aesthetic that Alpha has. Next, we also have art cards for Psycho Shooting Stars Bravo of these games. So I'll let those spread out here.
I'm just like looking through this myself, actually. This
I know,
is like
they're
really cool.
Really nice art cards. I always love the art cards that our design team makes for these. Plus, we have more art cards from the other limited editions we have to show you. But Psycho Shooting Stars Bravo includes the game Samurai Aces Episode 1, Samurai Aces Episode 2, Tengai, Samurai Aces Episode 3, Sengoku Cannon, Gun Barrage? Don't know how to say that word. Gunbird and Gunbird
that's
2.
like the, I know what that one. It's like a break game. Yeah.
Anyways, super cool stuff. And of course, we also have the box that it comes in, which is very similar to Psycho Shooting Stars Alpha, except this box is red. So if you get them both, you have a very nice collection that goes well with it. They go really well together. And again, it's a nice matte box. It's got spot gloss on it. You can kind of see how it shines. And again, in the back, we do have really nice art of each one of the games. Cool.
Oh, cool.
I'm just gonna keep passing you things.
I know,
hope
there's
you're
so much
okay
stuff
with
on
all
me.
that. All right, I'm gonna switch it over. We did the Psychios. Let's get Langrisser in here. So for Langrisser, we have the visual book, and I really love this visual book. I know some of you guys might be familiar with the artist, Urushihara. He draws very nice characters, very endowed characters. I'm gonna try to flip this to a not saucy area. There's some saucy pictures in this book, just so you guys know. It's
nice.
got really nice character art. I'm gonna just kind of blindly flip and hope we don't land in something weird. But it's really, really cool. Pictures of all the characters, and then in the back, let's see if I can flip to it really fast.
There's so much in this. Oh my gosh.
There's actually an interview by Satoshi Urushihara. It's a 3-page interview, very extensive. Definitely recommend you guys checking out this Langrisser book, especially picking up the limited edition. Super cool stuff. This art specifically right here, we have a wall scroll of that on our online store. So if you guys like it, please check it out. And just to go over stock stuff really quick for Langrisser, PS4 does have very low stock. It is 6 to 10% right now, so I highly recommend going to check that out if you do want it on PlayStation 4. Nintendo Switch right now has 11 to 25% stock. So again, these could go fast. This game's coming out in March. You don't know how many people are going to buy it, like, in between now and then.
Like right now.
Yeah, right now. And I believe this limited edition is only available on our specific online store. Unlike Psycho, Shooting Stars, Alpha, and Bravo, which are available on Amazon and Best Buy respectively too, the limited edition version is only available, I think, on the NISA store. Standard edition, however, you can find on Amazon and Best Buy. So, more Langrisser stuff. We also have, my box!
No!
Okay.
Should I go get that?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I'll grab that real quick. More Langrisser art. We have a nice mix of the old art and the new art. Oh, good. Very endowed people. So while I go get my box, that fell way too far away.
Here, I'll get this print that fell over as well.
All right, we're back. This one, which I pointed out before, we do have a wall scroll of that. It looks very cool. I believe these two, we actually have metal prints of on our online store. They are separate from the limited edition. Super cool. Really nice art from Mr. Urushihara. Very, very cool.
Nice.
Nice. All right, gonna slowly and carefully take these away because it's hard to take flat things off of a table. And last but not least, we have the box. It is a nice, hefty box because it has to fit a bunch of other stuff in. Again, same art thing again that I said we had a wall scroll of. It's got nice accents on the side, a little bit of spot gloss. I believe this is a corrugate box, so it's a little bit stronger than your average kind of limited edition box that we sometimes do. Super cool. It says Langrisser on the top. I think it has a really nice print on the inside also. Oh yes. Just so you can see inside is a nice like red
fancy pattern,
print.
yeah.
Just to give you something to look at. Currently we do not have to show the game itself. We don't have the original 2-disc soundtrack to show, and we don't have Songs of War 3-disc soundtrack to show. However, those are also included in the Langrisser thing. Next, let's go into La Milana.
Oh my gosh!
I know, right?
I'm so excited.
So, La Milana, we have the Hidden Treasures, The Tomb of La Milana art book. And it's faux leather. It's got a really nice shine to it with the gold. I'll let you guys see it. It's a little hard to read when it's being shot by the light there. But you see the back, there's a really nice symbol on it.
Oh, that's like one of the signs from the game.
Yeah.
One of the mantras, I believe.
And so we got a really nice art of all the different characters. I believe most of it's just character art. So you can see Zelput and you see Lamisa's dad there. Nice monster art. There's some really crazy monsters in La Milana.
Yeah.
We just played the game. There's crazy stuff in it. It's very deadly all around.
It's one of my favorite games in
and
recent
of course,
memory.
Ending with the illustrations, which are the art for both La Milana 1 and La Milana 2.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll hand that to you.
Oh man, I might keep this.
No, you can't keep that.
I'm just gonna put this away in my back pocket.
Next, we have the Siesta in the Ruins jigsaw puzzle. It's a 100-piece puzzle. I don't know if we've actually done a puzzle before, but I think it's super cool, and the art's super cute. Everyone's taking a nap. You have Lumisa, and Molbrook just chilling out in the middle of the
Dude,
ruins.
I low-key, I love jigsaw puzzles. So
same art in the back. I'll show you guys the sides. But I'll take it out, too. It's currently in the bag.
Just a million pieces fly out when you open it.
No, I would hope not. So you can see all the pieces are in here. They're pretty good size. It shouldn't be too hard of a puzzle to figure out. Maybe we'll build one on stream one day. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh my god, can we, please?
One day. And last but not least, this might be one of my favorite limited edition boxes that we've had because it's so cool. We shared it on Discord. I believe we shared it on social media. So let's take a little look at it. Here is the art for the first game, Llama Lana 1. Try to get the gloss off there. Again, it's another corrugate box. It's got really nice spot gloss enhancements. On the back is Llama Lana 2 with Lumisa. And then, of course, we have the spot gloss highlights on the title here and on the other side. And on the inside, my favorite part, they have little chibi characters.
With the Ankh in the middle.
They're
That's
so
cool.
cute. All right. I'll hand you that.
Laura,
over
I
there.
want it.
I know you want it.
Why can't I have it?
Because you can.
Oh.
And to go over the stock for Llama Lana, it's got okay stock right now. It's the only game that we have available on the Xbox One, but it's also going to be available on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. Currently for Nintendo Switch, it's 11 to 25% left on Nintendo Switch, 26 to 50% on PlayStation 4 and Xbox. So there's a little more time there. However, I'd watch that Nintendo Switch. You never know, right? Currently not shown in the box also. Oh, I didn't actually put what's not shown in the box. I believe there is a soundtrack. Let me bring that up really quick.
The soundtrack for Llama Lana is amazing.
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way.
So what we can also do is if you guys wanted to hear a little bit of the music that you get, let's play this. So I believe you guys can hear the Llama Lana music. This is one of the ones that I believe is going to be included in the soundtrack. I think you can hear it through there if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'm going to put these headphones on, everyone.
Yeah. Also, let us know if it's ever too loud. We don't want to like blow your ears out. I'm going to switch that over to Llama Lana.
Oh yeah, this is from the first game.
Yeah. So really cool stuff. If you guys wanted to hear some Langrisser music, this is probably one of my favorite Langrisser songs. I think it's the opening.
Yeah.
You just like slowly chill into it.
From the title menu.
It's a little quiet. We can turn it up a little bit more because we didn't want it to blow out anyone's ears. We're not doing any crazy announcements today. We are just doing a showcase of different things. All right, and then so last we have Psycheo music. And I don't remember what the name of this one was because they all have like crazy names, and there's a million Psycheo musics. Take a little listen. You can hear it. I'll swap it back over so we know that we're on Psycheo. Good stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's swap it over to chat. So we're gonna run our giveaway probably around 5:55, so we can start rolling a break-in around, hopefully starting again by 6. If you guys do have questions, this is a time for us to take them for general questions. We'd be happy to try to answer some of them for you.
We will do our best.
Just something I do want to call out for the giveaway. It is North America region locked. So we can only ship to Canada or the US, excluding Quebec. If you are outside of that, we are sorry, but we cannot ship to you. Please be aware that if you are watching on YouTube, we can only do the actual giveaway through Twitch chat. We haven't figured out how to integrate both of them in yet.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. But definitely get your gimmies in. We'll roll that in around 5:55, I think, if Daniel is listening.
I think he should be, so...
What?
He should be.
You should be?
He should be.
Is Sweden part of NA? Sorry, it's not.
I can't speak, oh no.
Mexico is technically North America. It technically is, however, that one might be the ones that is excluded. One of the things I do want to call out for the questions, we are sorry if we can't answer all of them. Things that we are not answering. We got a lot of questions for Trails of Cold Steel 4. No plans at this time, guys. Sorry, we're not going to be answering those questions. I will ignore all of those questions that show up. I know you guys are asking for Disgaea 6. No plans at this time. I'm going to ignore those questions. Yeah. And the last question, is Trails of Cold Steel 3 coming to PC? No plans at this time. We are not answering that question. So, sorry, guys. Oh, I have become the Dan. Is Trevor our mod right now?
I think Trevor and Daniel are, like, having a power struggle or something.
Oh, that's fine. It's going by a little fast.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a lot. Thank you for all the... We're like 200 views. That's, like, pretty crazy.
Yeah,
like,
so we'll do a little bit of 5-minute kind of chill and chat. If you guys want to know anything about NIS, NISA specifically.
About us, about, you know...
Yeah.
We can't go over company secrets, unfortunately, but...
Are we going to see some good stuff at PAX on Friday? I think you are. I really hope you guys enjoy what's happening. I know we have some people traveling down there soon, actually, because they have to make it there by Friday.
Are you going?
No.
Oh.
I will be here.
Okay.
I'll probably be modding you on Friday.
Right.
Just to make sure.
Yes, I remember.
Let's see. I can't read your name because it's blue against black for some reason, but is that Astro Fury? Hopefully you can answer one I asked about if any of the PlayStation themes for Legend of Heroes will see the light of day in the West, even as paid. Actually, I can answer that now. I do believe it's no plans at this time currently. I don't think we have anything planned right now. So sorry about that. Marth Shell, does NISA take internships? You know, it's interesting because I think we did once, but I'm not sure.
I don't know, actually. That's a really good question.
I would keep we do have a career page. I would suggest checking that. Generally, I think it always has like store support up.
Yeah.
Occasionally it has localization positions up. I would definitely check in.
Sometimes
there.
there's QA positions
Yeah, I
up
haven't
too.
really seen yeah, I know QA shows up a lot too because we always have so many games to QA. But I don't think we actually list internships specifically. You're welcome to email and ask.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could find someone to direct it. Any plans to bring Trails of the Sky series to PS4? Sorry, we don't have any plans for that at this time. Pretty much anything outside of a Trails of Cold Steel 3 question, once Moe and Eric here, we might end up actually just ignoring. We're sorry about that. If Prinny were a Marvel hero, which hero would Prinny be?
I
think he'd be the Penguin, but that's a DC thing.
guess so.
Yeah, I think he'd be a DC villain. There are plans to make a decisive poll on who's the best waifu in Sen 3.
By the way, like, chat is going by so fast, I just can't.
Yeah, we get pretty rabid about who's best girl in Trails. I don't know if you guys have an opinion on who's best girl and best boy. Is it her localizing regional jokes? We can definitely ask Eric and Moe that when they come by. I have a mod grabbing specific Trails of Cold Steel 3 questions in chat right now for me to check later. Will PAX have any game announcements? Unfortunately, I can't tell you that. So you'll just have to watch and find out. Musa and Toa, you know, I feel like I have a Laura. I have a Laura keychain. When we did our little holiday exchange thing, the gifts, I ended up trading someone for it. I thought that was pretty fun. It was the best girl and wise best boy Crow. Best boy is Juices, and you know it. He's juicy.
Laura, don't pick a fight with the Trails
No,
fandom.
it's fine. It's fine. We got 2 minutes. Make sure to get your gimmies in. Is the PAX stream going to be on the PAX channel, or is it on this channel? It's actually going to be on the PAX channel. So definitely PAX out. Check out the PAX channel. We're going to be hosting it here, but definitely it will be available on their Twitch channel. And of course, we have our secret stream coming after PAX, which will be on our channel. So switch over to the NIS America Twitch channel, and then we'll do a special thing there. All right. Is it true Eustace is best boy? I mean, to me, he is.
Do you need a swig of water, by the way? Because
No.
Laura was like, by the way, good job.
Sorry, when I get excited about things, I start talking super fast.
We prepared a lot for this, by the way. Laura did a really amazing job of just like preparing all the notes and stuff.
I know, it was a lot of stuff. Like, we plan to have actually more announcement-driven stuff. Maybe not, and I can't promise having actual like announcements on here, but it's a place to talk about our announcements. So theoretically, we should have had this after PAX South. But timing-wise, we really couldn't because we have all these launches coming up. But this is kind of a trial run. Rena's best boy fight me. Nobody stands IPA beers.
What is going on?
But yeah, especially with a lot of stuff we have coming up, we want to have an area where we can just answer questions. We'll also have guests in general. We will still have guests on our regular streams, like how we had John come in, who was our localization editor at Langrisser. He answered a lot of questions for us. We chilled out with him. He was really mean to Scott.
He deserves.
No.
Yeah, Scott deserves it, honestly.
But we will still have our regular streams every Tuesday and Thursday. The NISA news stream actually might be kind of irregular. It's not going to be every...
Not every month, right?
It will ideally be every month. It might skip a few.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. However, it's kind of going to be timed around when we have stuff to talk about. And especially we want to give you guys a lot of heads up of when this is happening so we can get your questions in and then we can start answering your questions. Any news on Labyrinth of Galeria? No plans at this time.
Does the NISA career page include casting calls for voice acting? I don't think it does.
No, I think voice acting generically is kind of handled outside. We do have our staff that works with people, but it's interesting because a lot of our voice acted trailers tend to be people at the office. So I know, like, specifically Matt. Who's in our...
Thank you for the host, by the way.
Yes, everyone. Thank you so much, guys. Who's our multimedia guy. He does a lot of voice acting in general. I think, on his own, and then so he was part of a Trails. If you guys
we might need to move that for next time.
Yeah, in Anime Expo, I believe we had a Trails of Cold Steel 3 kind of intro video for our demo, and I believe Matt was the one who voiced that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know I've done a Neo Atlas trailer because I'm crazy about that, but would you say NISA News is a new format to announce new games? Not necessarily. Game announcements are still going to come through various different forms, like events, through social media, through other mediums.
Through follows that just...
I won't say we can't announce things. It's also that we have to get the okay to announce things. However, this is a place to talk about what those announcements were. What happened? What do you guys want to know? What questions do you have? What are you hoping to see? What can we tell you? We'll switch get Cold Steel 3 demo. I know I have no information on this time. I don't believe we've announced a demo for that, so I don't have anything I can give you on that, unfortunately.
When the Prains bring ice cream to the office, what flavor do you hope for and conversely dread?
It is 5:56. I don't know if Daniel rolled the first giveaway. Rolled the first giveaway winner. I kind of going through pretty fast. I think maybe give people one more minute to get through with getting their last gimmies in if we haven't done it yet. And then we'll roll the first winner. And then we'll say, actually, I should show you guys what the prize is. What am I doing?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So I mentioned it before, but this is one of the things we're giving away. This is going to be a 4 prize pack. So this is one of the things in the prize pack. It's Mishi. He can't breathe. Please win.
That's awful. That's very awful.
He is the Mishi from the from the limited edition.
The localization is a bunch of Mishis.
However, if you missed out on getting the limited edition, we got a Mishi right here. He needs to breathe.
Yeah.
Every time I see
Please
him
win him and let him breathe.
I'm like,
Thank
no.
you.
Honestly, guys, you should see how our huge Mishi that we have gets packed for conventions. It's so sad. In addition to that, we are giving away these cool Trails of Cold Steel 3 posters. It's got all of, I believe, new Class 7. It's got Reen. You can see some people, old Class 7 kind of back there too. We have that in addition too. So that and Mishi is happening. Secondly, in addition to this just generally like cool box you get, this Thor's Academy box, inside of it we have 2 pins that we're giving out. The first one is the Reen pin. It's Reen, he's a pin. It's kind of blurry, I'm sorry, it's blurry. Second, if you guys ever wanted to join Class 7, we have the Class 7 medallion right here. It's a pin, it can clip onto your shirt.
Oh, cool.
Officially join Class 7 with this. Those 2 are both in the box, and all 4 of those are one whole giveaway. And we're giving away two packs of those.
Fancy.
Did somebody win? I can't tell. We were waiting for a minute. I don't know. Feel free to let me know if we found a winner, Daniel. I'm just going to keep talking. But anyways, it was 2 winners total. If you do win, please keep your DMs open on Twitch. That's how we contact you. How do I enter? You type ! Gimme. Rolling again in 1 minute. All right, cool. I did not see who won. Whoever won, congratulations. I missed it. It went by too fast.
Mr. Gatsby won, I think?
Is it?
They said they won.
Okay, if you won, I believe you. I totally believe you.
Anyone can just say, oh yeah, I won.
I know.
Just like,
just as a quick call out again, it is NA region locked. So North America only, unfortunately, excluding Quebec. And it's only on Twitch. But
look at all the gimmies.
I know, right? After this, we are going to go to a quick break. It could take upwards to like 5 minutes. We're going to make sure that Eric and Moy are ready. Okay. We're going to kind of rearrange a little bit.
Oh, Mr. Gatsby was lying.
Right. You're lying.
Oh, no. That's my fault.
Why
I'm sorry.
did you lie to me?
I should have paid attention. No.
Well, regardless of what I say of who won, Daniel really does know who won, so he can tell me later.
Yeah, Daniel knows the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. It says Zurusona Kitsune has won.
Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
Keep your DMs open. We're going to message you in Twitch. Unfortunately, if you don't respond to us in like 48 hours, we have
that
to
was the first
you.
one, yes?
The first one? I think so. Daniel,
right.
Confirm with me if that was the first one or the second one. And then we'll see if we need to go to break.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll wait.
Yeah. By the way, if you have any other questions,
yeah, last minute questions. We're gonna start swapping over really quick here.
Okay, so Sai, Rainfire, and Zurusona
2 winners.
Kitsune are the 2 winners. All right.
Well,
cool.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you guys for entering. Just so you guys know, if this is your first time joining us, we do giveaways every Thursday. The exclusion was Tuesday because we're doing the NISA News thing. However, look forward to a giveaway this Thursday because we are doing the Alliance Live launch. So we'll see what we're giving away. I can't announce what we're giving away yet. But join the stream to find out. Same type of entering stuff. We're going to use exclamation point gimme, and then we'll pick someone. Good thing is, when people have previously won, we usually eliminate them from the pool, at least for 3 months. So you have a better chance of winning.
I like the way you said that. We eliminate them from
We
the
eliminate
pool.
them. They can't win anymore. We don't want this. Anyways, guys, we're going to throw it over to a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. We'll be a little rearranged. Eric and Moe are going to be in our spots. We'll be off screen, but we'll still be here.
I'll be disappeared forever, so.
And then we'll start Trails of Cold Steel 3. All right, guys, stay tuned.
Wait a minute. This is kind of fun.
All right, let's go.
こちら尾藤あさる。もうじきサーバールームに着くぞ。
Deceiving the prince, huh? Not bad at all. The whining of a sore loser. It's music to my ears.
You demons are evil, dude.
We challenge you to a game of baseball, dude!
Hello, guys. I did not think that was going to change over really fast like that.
There we are.
My bad.
We're here now.
Totally my bad.
Oh no.
That's okay. Sorry, guys. We're suddenly back. Welcome back, everyone.
Surprise back.
Apologies if there is an echo. We're working with some kind of weird mic stuff right now, so if there's an echo on them, I'm going to try to reduce it. Anyways, I'll let our guests introduce themselves.
Hello, my name's Eric Budenseek. I am a senior editor and the lead editor on Trails of Cold Steel 3.
Hi, my name is Moet Takahashi. I am the lead translator and project coordinator on Trails of Cold Steel 3 as well.
All right, so we're going to switch directly over to games so you guys can see it. Hopefully I didn't mess it up because I dropped the controller at one time. There, okay, good. We're fine.
Yay!
So why don't we, since we're kind of in the beginning of it, go over some kind of the intro questions that we had. I know a lot of people ask kind of in general, how long did the localization process take from like first maybe getting the license itself to finally finished game?
So there were, legal parts that happened before we even were involved in the process. But our part in it started, you said March 2018?
March, yeah, 2018, we started reviewing the Japanese game. All of them. And then I guess when did we end QA?
That was
Very recently.
late July, I believe. And then August was like submissions and all that sort of thing. So
and submissions
of 2019.
Yeah,
So
completed
it was
in October 2019. So a very long time, like a year and a half.
a very, very packed year and a half.
Yeah.
Look for PC controls. Guys, there's no PC controls. There's no plans for that at this time. We're not dealing with any question that is not Trails of Cold Steel 3, Nintendo Switch, or PlayStation 4. Kind of in relation to how long it took, how long would you say just the voice acting sessions went?
So the overall process took, 5 weeks, I believe?
Yeah, for recording.
Yeah. Each session of voice acting was 2 hours long.
Per actor.
Yeah. Well, some actors came back for multiple sessions because, some characters talk a lot in this game. Some more than others. So it was 2-hour sessions over the span of 5 weeks. So it was pretty much our entire February 2019. We were in recording for this game.
And then part of March too.
Oh boy. All right.
We do a lot of talking.
Yep.
There's a lot to say.
Especially you, Reen.
Someone on Twitch actually had asked a question for Moe. It was Lenyo had asked, how many tears were shed when you saw the never-ending list of kanji that had to get translated?
Oh my gosh, you don't even know. I still have nightmares about it. No, I'm just
Some
kidding.
say we're still crying about it to this day.
I think we still are. The thing about this game is that it's not just like the sheer number of characters, like as in emojis, but it's how difficult the vocabulary and terms are, I think, is what killed us the most.
Because in addition to, character voices and all of that,
And
some
more.
some characters speak, fancier than others, so that's a little more complex. But then there's also just so many proper nouns in the story.
For days.
So it's a matter of like untangling all of those, making sure we have it correct what they're saying.
But I think in that sense, that's what makes this series like really fun to delve into, because there's so much you could dig through. Actually,
And get lost in the lore.
Really lost.
One of the things I wanted to ask, because I don't know how many people actually know about this, but you guys do script parties, especially for Trails of Cold Steel 3. I wonder if you guys go into kind of what that is and how long that takes and kind of what's involved.
So this is actually something we do every time, like for all of the games that we have dubbing for, English voice acting. We will take the voice script, so only the lines in the game that are voiced. And we organize them all out by character chronologically. And
Battle
then,
voices.
And then we basically just read through them. And we're checking multiple things when we do this. It's the translators are checking to make sure that the final edit still matches the spirit of the Japanese, and if all the concepts are correctly conveyed. And then also, this is the other important thing, to check and make sure that what was written still sounds good when you say it out loud. Because there are a lot of things where it's like, you'll read it, and it'll look fine there, it'll be a good line, and then you say it out loud, and it'll be like, either, this is very awkward to say, I don't think the voice actor is going to be able to do that many S words in a row, or something like that. Or, it just sounds awkward.
Yeah, we also parse through or try to get as many pronunciation things done during this time
That's
too.
another thing.
Because like we mentioned earlier, there's a lot of pronouns.
Yeah.
Like the difference between mana and mana, for example.
And you have to make sure all the voice actors are
Say
like
it exactly
saying
the
it
same.
mana instead of mana. Or if you get like one that says mana, that's a problem.
Someone just mentioned that there's a lot of beers involved. We wish, but it is work, so we can't have too much fun.
Speaking to gender dialogue, actually, someone on Twitter at Ignia K had asked, how does the team usually handle gender-neutral dialogue, particularly when referenced characters didn't show up in Cold Steel 3?
Oh my god, that's such a good question. It's usually a lot of sweat, tears. We try to write around it. Like, a lot of times in the Trail series, they'll use the term anohito, which means that person.
And then they don't go further into who that person is.
Yeah, so we'll try to actually go through the lore or kind of consult each other to get theories going, I think. And sometimes we even ask the developers for help in that sense too, because we don't want to get it wrong. I don't know, we try to write around it though.
Yeah, like I'm gonna say more than half the time, I'm pretty sure who they're talking about. But, you know, sometimes in these especially lore-dense areas, it can get a little tangled.
The first thing we do though is go to like playthroughs or the game
marketed
and
toward
find
the nobility.
scene.
Sometimes there will be visual cues.
Let's go in.
So it's been very helpful to be able to go through like no commentary playthroughs of the Japanese version, because mostly what we're looking at is just text on an Excel sheet. We don't have the full visual context, so we have to go research a lot and go figure out like what's the full picture here.
So throwing it back to a Twitch question by Kill. Sorry. He just kind of asked, will Switch version contain any minor text changes that aren't in the PS4?
Aren't in the PS4, like fixes, or
so the Switch version should have all the same. It should be on par with the PS4. Any fixes that are being done to the PS4 will also be reflected in the Switch.
Oh, so one of the things I was actually going to ask anyway, but Lenyo kind of asked, which is how much research did you guys go through before taking on this giant task, which I think also our QA team went through a lot of research too.
Yeah, so before we started editing the game, I had actually played through all of the Trails games that were in English before, so I more or less knew what was going on. Moe, however...
I had, I think almost 2 months of... We made sure we had prep time for it, because I had no idea. Like, I was completely new to this whole series, this lore, 30 years. So I did a lot of research, did playthroughs of 1 and 2, also read up on the Crossbell series and the Sky series, and I'm not very good at playing games, so it took me a very long time, but it was necessary, and even with all of that studying and prepping and like taking notes, so many notes, it was still quite overwhelming.
And then further, once we started QA for this game, we knew we were going to need people who not just had a good command of English language, which is all of our QA testers.
They're amazing.
But we knew we'd also need people who actually knew Trails lore. And so, but I mean, you can't
audition for that.
Yeah, you can't just hire people based on game lore alone. So we had our stable of testers, and we got 4 of them, and we said, okay, for this week before we start testing on the game, we're in essentially a lore boot camp, which involved sort of the same thing you went through, Moe. I had them watch a playthrough of Trails 1 and 2, and every time they encountered a new concept, a proper noun, a name, they were supposed to write down on their own private notes, like, who this person was or who this concept was, and a little definition of it for themselves. So by the end of it, they had this big self-made glossary they could refer to as they were playing through 3. And they have been a huge help.
Yeah, they have been a massive part of this project for us.
All right, let's take another question that we had pre-done. Let's find a good one.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to find one that someone asked and that I didn't just insert into here. Actually, let's just kind of talk about maybe, we don't have to go into like specific characters, but maybe why some voice actors change, and kind of how you deal with finding someone with a similar voice.
So, not to go into specifics, but like general reasons you might have to recast a character. The biggest one is simply the voice actor isn't available.
Yeah.
They might have another engagement. They might have
Or
like
retired.
Yeah, that was another thing. They might have just retired from voice acting entirely. And then other things sometimes it might be just like a recast to fit a character better.
So, like, for example, if it's a character
Fatigue
from a
removed.
very old game, and they were cast back then to just voice like a couple grunts here and there, but we wanted to actually hire someone or cast someone that can convey the character spirit a little bit more, then we recast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when you do need to recast, I'm gonna say
Our
it's
chance to
almost
attack.
like casting a new character. The only difference would be you have a little better idea of what that character sounds like. So what we did is we got some voice samples from the studio of like,
Our chance!
or no, the studio sent them
It's
out
mine.
themselves. So we had little write-ups that
My
we
turn.
would send out to the studio for the character's personality and tone, and we gave them
strike.
some example lines, and then they
There.
had those lines so they could
It's
send them
mine.
out to the voice actors, and then the
It's
voice
my
actors
turn.
could try to not mimic it, but try to
Capture the
Now.
essence.
develop a voice that sounded similar without just being them repeating
Search
the
mode
lines.
activate.
We had a Discord question
Detailed
from Richie
information
C.
obtained.
Yes, did it surprise you how much detail was presented about the world through NPC dialogue?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
My
I mean,
turn.
I knew what I was getting into.
Yeah. I did not
Charging.
actually. There are so many NPCs. But it really does. That's a really good point
My turn.
to bring up, I think, because
There.
there are, I mean, a lot of playable characters as well. But what
Let's go.
really give it the charm, I guess, also kind of the heartache of the
Everyone
Trail
okay?
series, I think, working on it, is that there are like throwbacks to NPCs from games forever ago, and if you are a fan, like I
Be
think
like,
it is very
"Oh, crap,
rewarding. Yeah,
it's
like
that guy."
I know you. So yeah, like I think that is it's fun, but it is also, like we said, very challenging because we have to make sure that we're not missing anything.
We have the advantage.
All right, let's take a question from Twitch from Hoshin 112.
Arcus, activate.
What was your best moments when working on Cold Steel 3? Any good
Oh my
good
God.
tales?
Arcus activate!
Well, okay, so
Let's go.
after working on it on the text and the voice recording for probably close to a year by that point, there was the
Arcus,
point where we
activate.
got the
Oh my
first
God. My turn.
English wrong.
I was just gonna say that, yeah, with the voice.
Form up. Iron will
And that
formation.
was crazy.
That was like the first time where it was real. Where it's like,
Yeah.
this is a game now.
Search mode
It's not a
activate.
collection of
Yeah,
files
and
anymore.
I think we sat
Scan
in
complete.
the tester room with them for like an hour because we just couldn't get over it. And like every time we'd hear like a new character voice, like we'd have to run back in
Yeah.
like just to see, because it does become real and they are real, and it's like they're
I'll
not
support
just
you.
Thanks.
like characters that mimic the Japanese characters. They're like characters that we worked on and we made together.
It's my
So
turn.
it is very touching.
Coming to life.
Yes, that was crazy. I still remember that. I'm, like,
Get
getting
back!
goosebumps.
We had another question from Twitch from Khalida Nefer. Who was your favorite character's personality that you learned more about through the localization?
I shall go.
Character? Oh, that's hard. I mean,
Well, the character I definitely enjoyed writing the most was Ash. Because,
bad boy.
yeah, well, like, at first it seems like he's just some punk delinquent,
All right!
but he gets very sassy at times, and it's a good chance to cut loose and let off some steam when you get those sassy characters like that.
Exactly. I also enjoyed, I don't know how people react, but Muse
My
was
turn.
kind of fun. I know she's a naughty girl, but you do learn that she's not
Beats
just
down.
like a one layer naughty, sexy character, and there's like more to her than just being.
Thirsty?
Well, most of it is that, yes, but yeah.
My turn.
And then she didn't like surprise me much in the localization, but I have to mention my favorite character overall is Aurelia,
Oh,
just
yeah.
because she's the biggest badass in the series.
Yeah, and her working in her voice actor is amazing. And every time she shows up, we're all like, oh my god. Oh my god, hard eyes. Yep.
Well,
Oh
look
man,
at
this
that.
one's gonna be hard because it's like, for some reason it's red against black. Kujeron. Okay, there we go.
Question.
That's Trevor's fault for copying and pasting it like that. How often do you run into jokes that don't work in English, and how do you go about redoing
Ooh.
them?
All the time.
All the time. Like, why Japanese puns? But Eric here is actually extremely talented in kind of manipulating Japanese puns. Even in Japanese, actually, sometimes it's scary.
I'm slowly learning how to say things that make people cringe in Japanese.
Yeah, he won't need me anymore. Soon. Yeah, it's
Leave it to
hard.
me.
But I think that is part of localization because it's not, and whether it's a joke or
Very
not,
well.
we have to make sure that it makes, like, all the text makes sense, not just in the language, but in the culture that we're trying
It's down.
It's mine.
to convey this in.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll be jokes, Japanese jokes
Form
might
up.
have a
Iron
little
will
different
formation.
values than we do.
Yeah. So things like we try to kind of work around things that might be a little sexist, for example, like in Japanese humor.
Activate fire.
And with those things, we like to try to make it more culturally appropriate
An
for
opening.
our players.
And that doesn't mean it has to be made less
Let's
funny
go.
either.
No, not at all. We can work in something even better sometimes.
Let's go. Evan Crest.
Arcjag on Twitch asked an interesting question.
My
How
turn.
often is the team in contact with Falcom during the localization process?
All the time.
Yeah. So
There.
mostly when we're working on the text, we don't contact them about that a whole lot. Like Molly said, sometimes we'll have questions that we just can't figure out. But most of the time, it's logistic
Calm
stuff
as
for
still
like,
water.
you know, the back end program.
Yeah.
Now.
Programming.
Graphic text.
Yeah. But then once we get into QA, so part of my job as a coordinator is I contact the developers if we can.
Seventh
And
slash.
we
Full
start
release.
to, I mean, we're always in contact, but when we start to submit text,
Here I go.
or, yeah, with QA, is when we get,
There.
we're talking
Wide
all
open.
the time.
It's mine.
Constantly. Whether it's like fixing graphic text or like helping us like, you know, cover overflows, changing voice files, things like that.
So Mano on Twitch and also on Twitter
My
had
turn.
asked, what are your guys' favorite mechs in the game? And you can't say Valimar.
More enemies.
I'm sorry.
My favorite mech.
I think in
It's
3,
my turn.
I really liked Arclion.
Form up. Iron will formation.
Oh man, dang it. Okay.
Let's go.
Shoot. Oh my god, my favorite
Because it
mech.
was just like huge and silver.
Get back.
It's got really cool like angelic wings
It's
going
down.
on.
I do like Lammy and Sammy. Is that cheating?
Yeah.
Is that cheating?
Yeah.
Shoot. Oh my gosh.
I think only
Oh my
ants
God.
could pilot them.
No. Can we come back to that? That's
Yeah.
not fair. I wasn't ready for it. I'm like sweating.
Gonna lower game volume a little bit, guys. Let me know
Sorry.
if that helps. No, your guys' volume's fine. Game's too loud.
Transform.
All right. Snigget also on Twitch asked, are there any edits or translations from localization you are particularly proud of?
Ready? Launch.
Sorry.
Is there any edits or localizations that you're particularly proud of?
Open fire.
So like something we added.
Whole thing. I'm so proud of us.
Exterminating fire.
Oh, the self-assertion panels.
Oh my god, yeah, those are great. Like, little tiny.
So for anyone who doesn't know, it's like a DLC item where there's these little speech bubbles you
My
could
turn.
put
They are
over
great.
your characters' heads as like equipment, cosmetic items. And the Japanese ones, they were silly, but they didn't really resonate all that much.
Yeah.
So we just decided, let's make them all a bunch of Trails memes.
Yeah. Let's be
And-
self-aware about it.
So that's where we got the ultra-violence death bubble
Yeah.
and the head pats one.
Head pats.
Throwing it back to an older question by Justifiable 1986, what games encouraged you guys to get into the business?
Crimson Slayer.
Oh, so
Yeah, way back.
Let's go, Altina.
I mean, I grew up playing like Zelda with my mom. Why? And it was, I
Let's
think,
go.
not just like particular games for me, but like it's what it meant playing those games is kind of being in touch with like part of my culture being Japanese, and also being able to understand and speak English. It was kind of fascinating to me, like growing up, how things would come to America and not just sound like corny. You know, they like worked in English too. It was kind of, yeah.
An opening.
Maybe? I don't know. It's kind of like that's a very hard question. I didn't really. Yeah.
As for me,
It's my turn.
I'll admit, I kind of fell ass backwards into this place.
Yeah. Honest man.
Yeah, basically I knew I've been playing like video games my whole life, so I knew I wanted to get into the industry, and then I happened to randomly see an opening for like a tester position here, and that was like 7 years ago now or something.
We both, yeah, I feel like
Treasure chest.
you kind of just fall into it.
True dat.
Yeah, yep.
Kind of a random question. Who's best girl and best boy?
Oh god,
Well-
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that, man. That's danger.
We're starting a war.
That's danger.
I've already covered best woman.
Yeah, it's true.
Best girl, I'm gonna say.
Let's regroup.
Don't say Elise.
Oh no. I have.
Oh.
Best girl?
Altina.
Yeah,
Altina's a
Altini.
good girl.
She's a good girl.
Best boy is Ash.
Form up. Iron Will formation.
Well, he's not a good boy,
he's
but he's
not
the
a good
best.
boy. I mean, I've always had a little thing for Rufus. But I guess he's not boy. He's best man. Oh my god, girl?
My turn.
I don't know how to
Let's
make
fall
this
back.
kosher. We're not starting anything.
No, the whole point is to start something.
Oh
It's
no!
true.
Oh
It's
my
true.
god! I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble.
Open fire on some ships here.
I mean.
Yeah, call people out.
Uh,
Make them feel bad.
Laura doesn't make me hurt.
Laura's a good choice. She has a big sword.
Yeah. I'm gonna just keep it at that.
All
What
right.
about you, Sahil?
Enemy found. Begin suppression.
This is a silly answer. I don't hate this answer. I like Toa a lot.
The hill likes Toa, everyone.
Toa's fine.
Silly? She's cute.
I feel like everyone likes Toa. It's all the
Okay,
yayayas
fine,
in
I'll
chat.
say-
It's because
that's
she's
cute.
a little marshmallow.
She
She
is.
is.
A little,
She
she's a little
looks like
cupcake
one.
munchkin baby.
She wears all white.
Put her in
too.
my pocket.
All right. I know one of our questions had actually called out that it's over 3 million characters needing to be translated. Do you have like a hard number on how many words or characters it actually was?
It's actually, I think, closer to.
My turn.
3?
Yeah, it was 2.3.
Which is still an astronomical amount.
Yeah, but that's not including a lot of
Now.
back end things that you don't see in the game, and also like battle voices, for example. I know you guys don't think it's like ha, but then
that's on the script too.
yeah, and then it's also like what is it? Like attack names and stuff like that. Those are pretty headachy to
Like-
go through too.
For comparison's sake, I think
Striker.
one of my other
My
projects, maybe this is closer to an average project, I don't know anymore, was about 400,000 Japanese characters.
Yeah.
So that's the normal game, 400,000. Over here we have Trails 3.
Yeah. 2.3 million.
I know there's
Only
a
had
good time when you
$1
guys are just
for
gone from the
every
office for so
emoji.
long too.
Yep, that
Like,
was
oh.
recording.
They don't exist anymore. How am I gonna get my PS4?
My turn.
Throwing a question way back, I don't think I asked this yet. Triumvirate3 said, how hard is it to translate the UI to English given the limited space?
Oh, I think we do adjust a lot during QA.
Yeah, I think Trails at least wasn't that bad. Its UI limits were pretty generous compared to some other things I've done.
Say, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some games you'll do, like, it'll have Japanese where it'll be like, here's the monster type. It's one Japanese character. Good luck.
Yay, Japanese. Yeah, and we'll usually like ask. That's something that we will ask developers when we do start is character limit to kind of avoid overflow. But sometimes there are random strings that you don't know where they show up or what they're for, and you just have to see it in game first.
Yeah. And that's what debug's for.
Yep.
All right, we are coming up to 6:30. We'll probably end it here. I think we got through a lot of good questions. If you guys had any final words for anyone about Trails Cold Steel 3 specifically, because guys, I know you're asking about Trails Cold Steel 4, and I got no plans for that, guys. Sorry, I shook everything.
Earthquake.
Yeah, that's what happens when you ask questions you're not supposed to ask. It's Trails Cold Steel 3, guys.
Flips the table.
Do you want to say something?
You go first. I'm still.
I would say like it was it's tough, long road. But I really seriously we really appreciate all of your feedback, and everybody who's helped us report bugs in our first release and so on and so forth, and we could not have the team is not just us, it's a massive team of people working on this title and any title actually. So we really appreciate your guys' patience too, and understanding. Yeah, thank you, and I hope you guys like it.
Yeah. After a year of just nonstop working on this game, it was good to see people finally enjoying it.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. When we announced it, I was just like,
oh my God, I'm sweating.
how are we gonna do this? But we did, and I'm glad we were able to make that journey and see it to the end.
Yeah, and that you guys were there the whole time. Thanks for believing in us and not giving up on us.
Well, I think we'll cut it here. Thank you guys so much, Eric and Moe, for joining us for Trails of Cold Steel 3. Just as a quick call out, we are doing more Trails of Cold Steel 3 on, I believe, 123. That'll probably just be me and Sahil. So feel free to ask questions in Discord if you didn't.
Anyway.
You guys have all the answers. Feel free to hit us up in Discord. We can definitely get more answers there if you guys have more questions, unless they're about things that we have no plans for at this time. Otherwise, we will not answer them. Anyways,
Beware the highly illegal questions.
Yes. Anyways, guys, have a really, really good rest of your day. We'll be back on Thursday with Alliance Alive. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoy Trails of Cold Steel 3 Nintendo Switch when it comes out.
Thanks, guys. Bye.